saw my very first white hair. Oh shit, that's humongous. It's so cute. This is the best gel moisturizer. Demaf and I wanted to hold something special for Mother's Day. Ooh, you see that? Product comes out really easily like that. Where are my soul sisters? Let me hear ya flow, sister.
Hey sister, go. Hey sister, go. Sister soul, sister flow.
Hello my unicorns, how are you? Today I have turned on the camera because I wanted to give you more recommendations for upcoming Mother's Day. I'm so excited that you'll be able to gift these for your mom or any mama figures in your life or even for yourself. Right now that intro was really hard to sing because I am so constipated. I've been constipated since Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday, okay? I've taken prune juice. I've done everything in my powers to be able to poop it out. But yes, I had my surgery on Saturday and it is related to the side effects that I'm having. But I will give you guys an update on my IVF procedure. But any causes, I'm gonna shush up.
I think my intro was just all about constipation.
But anyways, I love you guys and I'm gonna shush up and let's get this video started. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna introduce you to a gel moisturizer that I have been absolutely loving. This has beaten Benton's Guava gel moisturizer that I love. This has beaten AYUNCHE's Centella one that I've been using for years. This is the best gel moisturizer, okay? The name's a little bit tricky. It's called the Phyton Squa Hyal Blue Gel Cream. And the reason why this hits a bit differently than any other moisturizers that I've tried or you've tried before is that it has the lightweight gel aloe-like texture that we absolutely love about gel moisturizers, but it has very rich oil content too. Meaning that after you use your gel moisturizer, don't you almost feel like you have to have another really heavy cream afterwards? But this one, you don't need an extra moisturizer to finish off the routine. You feel like your skin is already ready to go and sealed in. So this has 8 types of hyaluronic acid complex, combining low, medium, high molecular weight for deep multi-layer hydration. It also helps to relieve persistent dryness in really dry skin, and it perfectly balances your oil and moisture level with pure cypress water. And it has been tested to reduce breakouts after just 2 weeks. So if you do have concerns of breakouts due to dryness or dehydration, or if you have very small bumps on your skin that comes from dehydration and lack of exfoliation, this is a really good product to add into. Now is the summertime, the weather is getting warmer. This is a time when your skin starts kind of flipping out and you start getting little small bumps everywhere on your skin because it is lacking hydration. And the best way to use this is you can actually use it just as a moisturizer, but I like to use it as a gel cream mask using large amount on top. And then after, wet your cotton pads with your toner, or you can even just wet your cotton pads with really cold water and put it on top and just let it be for a while. This is amazing for ultra soothing and bump free skin. There's so many great products from HEVEBLUE that I feel like your mom will absolutely love. But one thing is, by the time you're like, you know, in your 30s or 40s or 50s or so on, you feel like you're not gonna break out anymore. That's gonna go away, but that's actually not the case. I'm almost turning 40, I'm 39 right now, and I feel like a lot of my skin concerns, it does come from just the basics of not being able to hydrate your skin. And I think we forget that sometimes. We, you know, as our skin matures, we use really heavy textured, you know, like anti-aging serums, creams, rich formulas and this and that. But we have to remember that to target dryness, before anything else, you have to have that basic foundation of good hydration. And then you can seal it off with really heavy and rich textures that will have the best synergy effect, especially if you're dealing with dryness or acne prone skin, especially for mature skin. And due to the hormone shots, I've been breaking out more with hormonal acne. I know that they are from hormones because it's actually on areas that I never usually break out in. It's type of acne that I don't usually get. So yes, it's been very, very pesky and tricky, but this has been doing wonders. And I feel like if your mom or if you deal with skin bumpiness, whiteheads, or acne prone skin due to dehydration, this is a perfect choice. All right, you guys, so before we move on to the next set of products, I wanna let you guys know what I have at the moment. It's the hyperovulation syndrome. So I've taken out 28 eggs on Saturday, and one thing, when you take out that many eggs, I guess your body like automatically puts water like in that space, right? So I literally feel like I have eaten like 800 burritos and there's so much bloatedness and water. I've done blood works just to check if it's really bad. I heard that you have to take out the water, but even if you do take it out, oftentimes like the water just comes back. But for me, he said it's fine. We don't have to take out the water itself, but around 5 days later, he feels like it's gonna get better. And I honestly thought it would get better as each day, but it's been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday. It feels exactly the same. So it's really hard for me to kind of breathe. I feel like everything's like stuck up right here. I wanna eat, I'm hungry, but at the same time I'm not because I feel so bloated. And yeah, so I'm just trying to take it step by step, but that's where I'm at right now. And I just want to say thank you guys so much because you guys have left the most sweetest comments. And when I'm going a little bit cuckoo towards the night, me reading those comments, it really it really means the world. So thank you, I love you, and just for you guys to support me like that means the world. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to drink my coffee. Oh, I'm trying to poop it out, you know, taking as much as caffeine. Not too much caffeine, you know, but this is one of the ways that I do really go poo-poo really fast. So anyways, okay, I'm gonna move on to the next product, but I will keep you guys updated. I love you guys and thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of your comments and your support. Thank you. I'm gonna pull myself together and we're gonna share wonderful products for our mama, so let's go. Okay, so up next, this part of the video is sponsored by Demaf. I just want to say thank you so much to Demaf. Maybe we should, they didn't ask me to do this, but oh shoot, that's humongous. But as you guys know, I absolutely love Demaf. I love the founder, Regina. If you haven't subscribed to their YouTube channel, please do so. She has really good educational content where she breaks down everything, just the basics about skincare and how to take care of your skin. I think you're gonna absolutely love her. She's just such a skincare enthusiast that you are gonna absolutely fall in love with. So for Mother's Day, they're having a 1+1 event. From the 8 products, you can get 1+1, so keep that in mind, you guys. Just make sure to use the code or click onto the link in the description below. It will automatically, I think, have the code inserted. So Demaf and I wanted to hold something special for Mother's Day. So we're actually choosing 20 unicorns and we're gonna be gifting one of the products from the 8 products. So make sure to fill in the Google Sheet. It's a global opening events kind of thing, so make sure to join. We want to make sure that we are able to gift our Mama Unicorns, so yes. All right, so with that said, let's talk about my very absolute favorite product from the brand. I think you already know what it is. It's right here, you guys. It is a Hero My First Serum. It's these type of bubble toners or bubble serums that comes in this type of dispenser that is so cute. You do have to mix it up and then it just pops up bubbles like this, and I actually use this in my bathroom. I just leave it there. So after my shower or after my cleansing routine, right afterwards, I use it as my very first step, even when my skin is not fully dry, when it's still damped with water. So they have 2 sizes. They have the bigger one and they have the smaller one. I personally really like the smaller one, just the way that it comes out. I feel like the bubble's a little bit more like firm, kind of more like cloudy, but the bigger one is also amazing, especially because I do use it for my body as well. It has really good high quality natural oils that mimics our sebum. So it's rich in essential fatty acids, which helps to soothe and soften your skin. So that long-term benefits that you will see is that you will see really soft and just moisturized skin. And I think because of the good balance that you're gonna see less of blackheads and whiteheads overall. This also applies to that philosophy that we need to hydrate and wet our skin first before we apply a very heavy formula to lock everything in. So this one actually is perfect to use as a very first step. You just have like a natural, beautiful glow afterwards. I love using 1 to 2 layers. Regina actually uses 5 layers, just like very small amounts. But I feel like because you have that foundation of hydration, then whatever you use afterwards, you feel like you can use just a light cream to finish off the routine and it just feels amazing. But if you are dealing with dryness, dehydration from mature skin, I feel like your mom is gonna absolutely love it. And some people might not be used to the idea of adding like a bubble type of skincare, you know, because
You imagine bubble and you're like, is this a cleanser?
but it's really, really fun to work with, and there's something very special about a bubble form. I feel like rather than just like a liquid type of toner, this is just so interesting, just the way that it soaks in so fast into your skin. Please, please, please do try it. If it's your first time, try the smaller version. I know you're gonna love it. And right now it's 1+1, you know, so it's a good deal. All right, you guys, I really wanted to recommend this one. This is the Demaf All Day Glow Creamy Milk Cleanser. If I tell you the story of the brand and this product, which was the very first product that Regina, the founder, has made, let me just tell you in a nutshell. So Regina, what used to be an influencer, she used to sell other skincare products, and she dealt with a lot of different skin concerns and a lot of breakouts. And one of the products that transformed her skin forever,
And this was a recommendation by her dermatologist.
and it was using a milk cleansing type. And that's why it was her mission to find the best milk cleanser from Korea. And she found the one and she actually sold it. And in Korea, it's called 공구. So it's like they have promotions open for a certain period of time with the highest discount. So that's what she did. But this product became discontinued. So she's like,
What? Like, what do I do? I can't sell the number 2, 3 product. You know, I already said this is the number 1, which has been discontinued.
so she said, forget it. I'm gonna actually formulate and make the best freaking milk cleanser out there. So that's how actually this was the very first product created by Regina, and that's how the brand Demaf was created. She emphasizes so much on using milk cleansers, and milk cleansers is something that always a lot of different dermatologists have recommended for me, especially because I do have skin with sensitivity. So cleansing milk types, it does feel kind of funny, and not many people are used to this idea. When you think about first cleansers, it's cleansing oil or cleansing balms, right? Basically it's that. But this one literally feels like lotion or cream, and you apply it to dry skin, and then after you massage and then you emulsify it and you rinse it off and you're supposed to be done. So it does feel a little bit iffy because you're like,
Oh shoot, I want to use a second cleanser. Like, am I done with this? Is everything off of my skin? Like, is this gonna break me out?
so you might not be used to this idea. But if you wear light base makeup or up to just your sunscreen, please, please, please try using milk cleansers at least 2 to 3 times a week. It's a game changer. The best part is that milk cleansers, it eliminates impurities, dirt, oil, sunscreen, light base makeup, but also provides long-lasting hydration, and it protects the skin barrier. The thing about cleansers is that the more you use, sometimes you're like, oh shoot, is this gonna break my skin barrier? But with this milk cleanser, you don't have to worry. The more you use it, you are making your skin stronger. So it's highly recommended for dry, dehydrated, mature skin types, or if you have sensitive skin, or if you feel like your skin barrier is damaged at the moment. This has really good ingredients. Like the formula has 64% of broccoli extracts instead of just using water. It has ceramides, panthenol, madecassoside, hyaluronic acid. Really, the more you use it, your skin feels stronger. Just try using it 2 to 3 times a week. I know when you have heavy makeup on, use a cleansing balm, use a cleansing oil, double cleanse, do what you gotta do. But the days that you just have up to your sunscreen, use this, and I know that you're gonna feel the urge that you wanna do a second cleanse with the foam or whatever, but just don't do it. Leave it out. If it feels a little bit iffy, you can use cotton pads, some toner or toner pad to wipe it up as the very first step before you move on to your skincare. But even that, I feel like if you have damaged skin barrier or skin sensitivity, it is not the best case. So just try changing to a milk cleanser. It is a game changer. Just try it, please. All right, guys, so we have to talk about this one. This one is called EGF Peptide Ampoule. This is so amazing. But one of the reasons why I never talked about it in my videos is because it's expensive. It has really good quality ingredients like EGF, which is actually an ingredient that's made in your body or in your body already, but as you grow older, it starts producing a little bit of the less amount. So it is actually powered by a lot of the scientifically backed good ingredients and formula in here, but it's expensive. If it was a 1+1, I don't know if I could highly recommend it, but right now it's 1+1. And if you're like, my mom hates really heavy and rich textures, then this is it, you guys. Look at the texture. Let me just show you. Such a light, beautiful texture that feels very comfortable on the skin. I love layering this for the face and the body, especially for the upcoming warmer weather. It's just so good, especially for both day and night routine. And it has more than 30% peptides, which helps to promote cellular autophagy, optimizing your skin's natural repairing process. So this EGF peptide ampoule is so good, especially if your 어머님 is like
all about, scientifically backed ingredients, formula, and things like that.
I think she will love this. Remember, all of the 8 products from Demaf right now is 1+1. You can use the code right here, or it's gonna be already inserted in the link in description. And remember, Demaf and I are hosting a Mother's Day event. Fill in the Google sheet and choose the product that you wanna gift your mom. We will be choosing 20 unicorns so that you can gift it to your mom. Thank you guys so much, and check out recommendations. If you have any questions about the products as well, leave it in the comments below. All right, you guys, now we're gonna move on to scalp products. And with that said, I want to actually show you how I use the scalp products. So I'm gonna wash my hair and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, that feels so good. I think it was much needed. I didn't wash my hair for like 2 days, so woo, I feel so refreshed and recharged. And I really wanted to talk about scalp care products in this video because I feel like this is so important, but I feel like this is something that we don't really talk about because we don't really know and we're not really aware. I've mentioned this many times and I have seen your comments that you remember me saying that your scalp skin ages 6 times faster than our face skin. So honestly, everything starts here, and it's really, really important to take care of your scalp, skin as well. This is all connected, you guys, especially with skin elasticity, dripping down. This is so important to just kind of massage it. You don't need like specific fancy massaging techniques, you just have to make sure that you take care of your scalp skin just like you would for your face skin. So I'm gonna recommend you some of the products today. Now, I tried to find a lot of the products that is sold globally, but this one, I couldn't find the exact same thing, but there are similar products. It consists of 2% of salicylic acid. I bought it from a pharmacy. So what it is it's actually just cotton swabs, like a huge ass one right here. Very cute, right? And you just rip it. And you will see it's so cute. And it's just like a Q-tip with a big ass swab, and it has the formula that is drenched wet in there. So all you have to do is make a little pathway and go like that. And that's it. This is more of a pampering routine, but my scalp gets smelly, oily, and I get big old pimples, like breakouts. So for me, I love using this about 1 to 2 times a week, especially for the warmer weather. I feel like it really helps it to make it less greasy, and I get less breakouts on my scalp. So overall, my condition's much better. And then you can actually stick back the Q-tip and wet it a little bit more of the formula, and then just go on with your day. You don't even have to be really too thorough either. Just the parts, just go like that. Sometimes I don't even use a mirror. Doing what I gotta do, watching Netflix. I mean, of course it's better if you like make it perfectly lined up and split it and use it like very gently. But who has time for that? Just go with it. Just feels so good. And especially if you have breakouts for your scalp, if you have oily scalp too, this is a great one. They have a lot of different similar ones from hair care brands. So I'll try to find that. I've used ones from different hair care brands before. But my mom actually loves this one, so she highly recommended it. I bought it from her pharmacy. If you are visiting Korea and you do want to get it from the pharmacy too, I think you can ask for the specific one, or you can just ask for something that's similar, that has salicylic acid, and you want to use it like as a cleansing, like scaling routine for your scalp. Isn't that so funny? So
in Korea, we say scaling. Scaling, that's used for scalp treatment when they unclog everything. It's also used for our teeth. We say, scaling, which is like, getting all the gunk out, once in a while.
But in English, right, if you say scaling, it's not the same thing, but you know what I'm saying. In Korea, if you say scaling, it's the scalp and the teeth. So I absolutely love taking this extra step, maybe once or twice a week. I feel like it does make a huge difference for the overall health condition of your scalp skin, especially if you have oily scalp. Okay, so moving on, I have so many other different recommendations. So I'm gonna actually go with the one that I wanna highly recommend the most. I've talked about this so many times. Think of it as you're just using a toner or a very light essence for your scalp skin. Just think of it as that. And honestly, you can actually use your toner that you already have at home. My aunt, actually, she does this. She uses very watery, light formulas and she uses it on her scalp too. This is basically the same thing, but this is a rebalancing serum from AYUNCHE, but this is specifically for hair scalp. And it squirts out like that, and all you have to do is just part it and go boop, 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 and then massage. When you first do it, you're like,
All careful, trying to do it perfectly even.
but later down the line, you're just like,
Boop, boop, boop. You don't even look at it really.
Hey, what happened?
this is all you need to do. So it's really easy. So just think of it as you're starting your routine for your scalp. You have to be consistent. So you do want to find products that you actually like and is easy to work with. Now the reason why I want to highly recommend is I can use it for both day and night routine. For example, I'm gonna go out today, right? So I take a shower in the morning. Usually I do when I have meetings and stuff like that. So for me, I apply even right now, I did probably like more than 20, right? And I just soak it in and I blow dry it and it doesn't get greasy. So for me, I'm able to use this and incorporate it into my routine every single day while taking care of my scalp, skin, both day and night. So I feel like this is such a great way as the very first step that you can take to really take care of your scalp. Of course, good shampoo, good treatment is all good in the hood, but we do want to start adding a product that will be good to take care of your scalp skin as well. So this is a perfect gift to gift it to your mom or to yourself. It does have a bit of cooling effect too. And I think scent-wise, it has more of like a very natural aromatica kind of menthol type of scent, which is not too strong, and I absolutely love. And the best part about this is that it doesn't get greasy. You can blow dry and it's just perfectly fine. Now, let's move on to the other ones that I do really like. And I do use these more of for pampering routine because it does get a bit oily. All right, so this is a combination of the VT Riddle shot, and then I have the ANUA PDRN and hyaluronic acid capsule 100 serum. This is a really good combo together, you guys, but honestly, you can use any of the Riddle shot that you like, 100, 300, and then you can use any light toner formula that you like. I did add this because it does have PDRN and I feel like the texture itself is really light, and because it is in this eye drop type of formula, it's just easier to work with, you know? If it's like in a different ampoule or toner format, like you have to spray it or do this and that, but this one is so easy to work with. Now, this has been going viral on social media for a while. A lot of people using the Riddle shot on their scalp. Now, did you know that VT actually came out with scalp ampoule? So you don't have to actually use this separate combo, you know what I'm saying? Because this is supposed to be used on your skin. They actually have a separate product now that is so much easier for you to use on the scalp and is specifically formulated to use on the scalp. I don't have the product at the moment, but I've been using it for a very long time, ever since Sydney days. So yes, make sure to check it out. It's just so much more easier to use. But if you're like,
Oh, you know, before I buy that product, I want to test this out, and I have VT Riddle shot at home because
this is like the hottest baby, you know, in 2024 and 2025, I feel like a lot of people absolutely fell in love with this product. So you just apply a little bit of the product here and you let it soak in. I'm using it here because I do have a bit of two bald spots right here too. A lot of people do use it for specific areas like around here where they have a bit of hair loss, like the M-shaped hair loss and things like that. So you can use it wherever you want. The only thing is I feel like I am not able to go on with my day without the product looking cakey, if that makes sense. So yeah, for me, this is definitely more of pampering routine. You can use any other levels, but for me, I like 50 because it's very light. And with this product too, It's perfectly shaped for as a scalp treatment, you know? So you just go boop, boop, boop. It's just really easy to work with. That's why I love this combination. If you have 2 of these products at home, please do try it out. It's a game changer. If you're like, Onni, I'm actually gonna buy the scalp ampoule right off the bat, the Reedle shot one. That's also really good. I've tried the 100 and I tried the 300, I feel like. And they work beautifully as well. So yes, I wanted to recommend these 2 combos. And I also bought this as well. This looked so good. It's like a scalp treatment and I felt like it's just so much easier to work with because it's humongous. There's an on and off switch so you can turn it on and then product comes out. Ooh, do you see that? Product comes out really easily like that. So you squeeze out a little bit and then you're just supposed to go boop.
You apply it like that. That's it. It's so much easier.
And because it's so big, it takes up so much space. So you just have to do it like a few times and you're done. The only con with this is that it's so sticky afterwards. Like even if I try to soak in everything and I blow dry it afterwards, it looks cakey. So it's definitely more of a pampering routine compared to something that I can use like both day and night and lightly, you know? This one is just so easy to add, but this is something that I have to think about. It has to be like within a pampering routine for my scalp kind of thing, you know? So yeah, that's the only thing, but this has really good reviews that the formula has helped so much to lose less hair. So yeah, that is something that's one of the points that I'm like,
Oh, okay, I want to try this.
for me, I haven't seen a huge drastic difference yet, but it is definitely more easy to work with. And Derek absolutely loves this one because he has shorter hair. Now he has longer hair, but yeah, did you see Derek Oppa's hair? He's growing his hair. Yobo, show everyone your hair. Oh, it's just sassy lady. But anyway, so it's actually easier to work with if you have a bit of shorter hair. But for me, it feels minty, it has cooling effect. I just overall love how it feels, but you do feel like you want to kind of wash it off afterwards, or even if you don't, even if it soaks in, your hair still looks greasy and like bleh, you know, and you need a hair wash like the next day kind of before you go out. If you are only thinking about your scalp health, I feel like this is a good pampering product. The only con I would say is that you use it up really fast and that it will make it look cakey, so you can't use it for like daily for both day and night. But anyways, with the scalp caring products that I've showed you today, whatever you use, it's really okay. But what I wanted to emphasize is that we have to get in the habit of taking care of our scalp skin, which I think we don't really think about till we have certain concerns up there, you know? So I think it makes a world of difference by using these products, and just by getting in the habit of using these products, I feel like I've touched my scalp and massages so much more. So it helps with blood circulation. Overall, my skin complexion looks so much good. And I just know that I feel healthier around here all around. So there are 2 more things that I wanted to show you guys before I end. And this is Moda hair cover stick. And they do have different colors, but if you feel like there's a bit of like balding effect on certain areas that you want to cover, it's really, really easy to work with. It has a sponge type here, and then it has this side where you can kind of go and you rub like this, and then you can apply it on certain areas. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but in certain bathroom lights, you check and this part just looks so empty and white. And at a point, that became one of my pet peeves. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm like balding in this area.
a lot of like 어머니ms, like ajumas, Asian hair especially starts balding on this area, you know, and that's why a lot of the 어머니ms, we have perms because we feel like it becomes so flat and there's a lot of hair loss like on the top as years pass by. But anyway, so on that area, this is really nice to use. Mama Cho uses this. I use this sometimes when I feel like it's like too white or it looks like it's too empty in certain areas. So this is also really good. They have different colors, so you can check it out. Another thing is, you guys, I saw my very first white hair. Derek actually discovered it. Let's hit the clip. Oh my gosh, my first white hair. OMG!
진짜 흰머리야.
So this was kind of shocking for me because this was very recent. I was going through so much like,
You know, hormonal imbalance and this and that. And then Derek was like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
and he was so sweet about it, but I was like, oh crap. Like I think it's shocking when you first see your white hair, you're like, oh, because you think like it's never gonna happen to you, you know? You always feel like you're gonna have this hair color, but anyways, with that said, this is a shampoo that I didn't use before. This shampoo harnesses the power of polyphenol instead of synthetic color dyes to darken graying hair. With advanced K-beauty technology, simply think of it as bananas browning naturally with polyphenol. How to use is so simple. You just use it as a shampoo. So you bubble it up and leave it around 3 to 5 minutes. And a pro tip is that my aunt said that she leaves it on with the cap on for about 10 minutes and you can see much faster results. A lot of my younger friends in their 30s and even 20s are having concerns of premature graying hair, including my husband and me now. So this is a really good product to check out, especially if you don't like the hassle of dyeing your hair often, or if you feel like your scalp gets always sensitive due to the hair dyes and stuff like that. I think this is a great alternative. So a lot of my family members, including my mom, my 어머님, my mother-in-law, my aunt, and my family and my friends, they use this shampoo and they absolutely love it. Before I didn't need to use it, but I started adding it into my routine. So yes, one thing to keep in mind though, you guys, it does help to naturally make your hair darker. But if you have like white nails, it can get a little bit colored, like darkened. So some people use gloves, but I could never. I just find it so annoying. But keep that in mind. If you have like white nails, it might get a little bit colored. So make sure after you do it to rinse it off right off the bat, like for your fingernails. But for me, I haven't seen any darkening that bothered me or anything like that for my fingernails. So yes, but I did want to share that part. Okay, so you guys, before we wrap up, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm hosting a Mother's Day promo on Olive Young Global with BOH. We have so many great deals that you can check out on the promo page. So I wanted to just mention lightly here. But if you get the 3D lifting cream, it automatically comes in with the full-on refill. Plus, you can get a full-size sunscreen all together. This is free as well. So we have a lot of great deals. Make sure to use my code EuniUnni for additional 10% discount. And for those of my unicorns who purchase over $100, make sure to fill in the Google Sheet because 10 of you guys will be getting this huge BOA gift box. It is so cute, you guys. It has so many goodies. You can get this cute purple PJ. You can also get the silk eye mask and also scrunchie. And you can get the full face tension gel mask, 3D lifting ampoule, 3D lifting cream, and the gua sha. So make sure that you fill in the sheet if you purchase over $100, you guys. So they have amazing deals, so please do check it out. And I hope that this was helpful, you guys. Once again, thank you so much. I may have been all over the place, but I think I feel so much better for me to just kind of express how I felt. And yeah, thank you so much for listening to me ranting about my situation at the moment. 근데 너무 좋았어요. It felt so good to kind of release it and to share it. Just thank you so much for all your sweet comments too. It really means the world. Thank you. And anyways, for this Mother's Day, I hope that you have a wonderful time with your mom. Let's celebrate all mamas and all mama figures in our lives. And as I always mention, if you have a young child right now that is too young that can't celebrate you and you're the mama, I just want to say thank you. Seriously, all mamas, I just want to say 감사합니다. Thank you. All mamas are so amazing. Papas too, you know, but it is Mother's Day, so let's celebrate all mamas. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, my unicorns. Thank you so much. Bye.